It's KD the one, and I'm here with another reaction video. This is a Mori video. She's worse than Jack Doherty. I'm not gonna hold you. If you don't know about the Nina situation, you're probably not deep into the streaming community or social media itself. But Nina, this girl right here, she is getting backlash for a situation that you will see in this video. And I don't want to spoil too much, so let's get into the action. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Monday. So we call on Monday. Oh, ma'am. Damn. Oh. And the language that you're using in front of a 13-year-old, I don't appreciate either.
This is a public space. I'm gonna let you know that right now, man. This is a public space, you know, so.
Well, and we wait our turn like grown-ups.
No, 100%.
I love her voice. Her voice, it reminds me of the fucking I smoke cigarettes kid.
And I'm just letting you know that, sometimes you can also ask, hey, would you like to please use normal language in front of my daughter? That would have been great, too.
I think in a public space, we kind of have an understanding.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that wall is blocking.
Well,
Honestly, at this point, I'm just getting tired of content creators and streamers out in public using the "it's a public space" excuse when just being a general nuisance to everybody else who just has a regular life. Like, it just gets to a point to where you were just completely obnoxious, and then you don't have any public social etiquette for everybody else who are not in this line of work. And this is coming from me as a content.
I'm not gonna hold you. This is the main reason why I was never a fan of Jack Doherty. I feel like a certain level of streamers started making content of just going out in public doing shit because they knew other people wanted to watch it because they weren't really doing the same shit that they were doing. Imagine having money to go out to restaurants every day, to be able to chill with a big entourage of friends, to be able to go shopping every day. A lot of people love that lifestyle. But then there's the people who intervene in between. If you don't do something that these streamers like, they still gotta keep up a like this facade of being hard, or keep up a like this certain face for their fan group. So like I agree. I really don't fuck with when these streamers really go out there and start harassing people, let's say that. But there's a lot of good YouTubers and streamers who are out there who actually help the community more than fuck over the community.
Creator who's been doing this for basically over 10 years at this point and actually being paid for about 8 years now for uploading and streaming content to the internet. So obviously in this situation, I am probably the best person to speak on this topic. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the same Nina Lynn who was friends or is friends with the Zoe Laverne chick who SA'd that editor slash producer assistant for the streamer Silky. It went from "it's just a prank, bro" to "I'm just a YouTuber, it's for my channels, for my YouTube channel," to now it's a public space. Meanwhile, you are in closed facility in a private establishment with a child, a mother, her child sitting right next to you, and you're cursing using foul language. And you guys know I'm not a quote unquote snowflake. Yes, I do curse. Yes, I do sometimes say outlandish stuff in my videos. But would I ever, in the presence of a family, a mom and her child, use harsh language, foul language, and be disrespectful in front of somebody who literally does not want to hear me cursing and acting?
Now I feel like he downplaying the fuck out of it. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. The mother was being very polite to Nina. Even though I understand that it's a public place, but like the mother politely asked, "Could you please stop cursing? My 13-year-old is right there next to me." And what's crazy is all she had to say was, "Oh, there's a wall. She can't see me." You could clearly see that bit. You could clearly, well, I didn't mean to call her, but you could clearly see that girl. And I feel like that was just like in purpose of being disrespectful. Our young generation is unapologetic. If you don't know like who Sexy Red is, if you don't know like all them, we do follow into a unapologetic type of mindset. So it's very common to see.
A fool for content in an enclosed space when she's just trying to enjoy her spa day with her daughter. next to her. Like, genuinely speaking, I fail to see how this isn't common sense at this point. If you want to go outside and do that where people have the freedom to move out of your way, they don't have to be trapped in an enclosed space 5 feet away from you, hearing you do all kinds of wild buffoonery, go for it. But if you're in an enclosed establishment, and mind you, again, this is the same woman, along with her best friend Zoe Laverne, who SA'd that young man, Syed, who was, by the way, banned for literally, what, 2 days max? Yeah, apparently male SA in this day and age is not taken seriously, if it ever will be. Yes, the double standard is very real. Had that been, oh my god, a male doing that to a female, roles reversed, that man, he would have caught charges. That said, though, I now see why the general public has a disdain for streamers now. It makes sense.
I appreciate you cleaning it up now.
Oh, of course. Like, every single thing is an issue. You know, not everything has to be all.
This is like,
This is like the most Karen argument. I cannot. What the hell?
She calls her a Karen because she doesn't want you cursing in front of her child while she's at her spa appointment getting her, what is this, a pedi manicure? Or the pedicures for your feet, right? And so was her kid right there. Meanwhile, you didn't even ask her for permission to have her on stream, literally on a
Another thing, yeah, I forgot to mention, perfect. She never asked permission to have her or the kid on stream. So I feel like if the mother really wanted, she should try to press charges, even if it doesn't go in her favor. It's more to show a shun at her because of the fact that she did this. I know that's not really the reason why you should press, but in this, I feel like it probably would work out in the mother's favor because of the fact that, like Odu said, they're in a closed environment. They're in a establishment, a building, a business. To sit here and use harsh language, disrupt everybody in there, that should have some type of backlash on her.
live stream in front of thousands, potentially millions of people with the re-uploads. Like, again, if I were an IRL streamer and I'm in a situation like this, I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable. Are you cool being on the camera? Do I have your permission to film you? If I'm not in public and I'm in an enclosed environment like this, I want to make sure everybody's comfortable. And clearly this lady is not comfortable.
I appreciate the apology.
Great.
Oh shit.
1, 2.
Sir, do not be recording.
Oh, no, it's just me. It's just me. That's me. We got no one else. We can't do that either.
See, she deserves to be kicked out of this establishment.
She got told not to record by an employee of the establishment. So everybody, that's what I'm saying. Like, shouldn't it work in the mother's favor if she sit here and try to press charges?
She's genuinely a jackass. Not only is the client not comfortable, the one who told her to, you know, calm down, don't curse in front of my child, but also the nail tech over there is now having to butt in. She clearly looks annoyed, telling her cameraman to not film. And now Nina wants to lie and say, oh, it's only just me. Meanwhile, you're using a wide lens that captures basically the entire frame of the room. Like, genuinely speaking, of all places, why are you in a nail salon doing any of this?
Yeah. 1, 2. We have to.
Yeah.
Right. We have to do that. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, this is just straight up antisocial behavior. And again, this is why content creation streamers and, you know, people in my line of work are now some of the most hated people in the world. They view us as spoiled, entitled, rude, antisocial, just neurotic, and downright annoying.
Fuck. Bitch. Shit.
And they think this shit is funny. And of course, you guys already know I always like to get the general sentiment of the public, what people like to, you know, say in regards to these clips in the comment section, right? And in the comment section, people are now saying, Nina Lynn is the new Jack Doherty. I can't stand her, bro. Swear she's speedrunning to be the most unlikable person in streaming. Another person said, don't like Nina, but let's not act like 13-year-olds are all innocent. And I fail to see the relevance. See, this is some weird ass logic, and this is a slippery slope. And mind you, at 13, we all used.
What does this have to do with the 13-year-old? What does this have to do at all with the 13-year-old? I understand that, like, the cursing and shit, like, kids probably did at her age, but even to say that, as a parent, I wouldn't want no one to be cursing around my kid. That's something normal. If I'm not cursing around my kid, I would appreciate if you don't, and I would ask politely. I can't control no other adult to sit here and do some shit. But if I ask you politely, I could at least like expect the same respect.
To be 13. Some of us may have smoked cigarettes or drank alcohol or viewed explicit content on the internet. That now makes literal adults like Nina legally or morally in the position to now expose 13-year-olds to any of that because, quote unquote, let's not act like 13-year-olds are innocent. I just fail to see the relevance. It doesn't matter if that 13-year-old girl in that chair with her mom was innocent or not. There are certain things called boundaries of which it seems like modern people, especially content creators, just don't understand. Someone else said seeing streamers interact with normal people is hilarious because it shows how fucking stupid the streamer is. Here we have this one commenter by the name of Chris underscore 303, Chris with a K, by the way. He said, clearly she don't give enough about what y'all think. She a vibe for real. The way he's even saying this is cringe. And she right, it's a public space. Protect your children all you want. Not letting them cuss is gonna have them cussing every sentence when they grow up. Soft ass generation. Yo, I think they're failing to understand the point, bro. There's something called boundaries, bro. Second of all, I'm an adult, and if somebody's sitting right next to me while I'm in a spa getting a pedi, right? Some guys do. I've gotten my feet washed and toes pampered in the past before. Don't come for me. That said, though, if I had some ratchet, ghetto, loudmouth, belligerent person next to me with a foul mouth saying all kinds of stuff while streaming, as a man, I would be pissed too. Like, that's weird as fuck. And I'm an adult man. That doesn't mean I'm soft. You guys know I'm not soft, but there's something called a time and place for everything. I don't know why people just don't understand the concept of, particular places, different contexts.
One thing I want to say, it's not just streamers or content creators. There is real life people that don't understand, and it's mostly our generation that's getting caught up in it. I said it in one of my other videos that we are unapologetic. Even if it is this video, I don't remember, but we are unapologetic, and that's something that I have noticed, and it's annoying because if we try harder to actually give the respect that we want from other people, it wouldn't really be like that. I know that's basic knowledge, but it's hard for people to follow that shit.
For different behaviors. See, this is why the society we live in now is so, like, everybody's angry and cynical because we just don't have social etiquette and like empathy for one another anymore. It's really annoying and strange. Someone else pointed out something that I said earlier in this video. It's actually not a public space. It's private property and could be kicked out. I think they meant she could, which is true. Private property. The owner came in, saw you doing this, a manager, and wanted you out. You could have been kicked out. Public property means that you have a right to be there under federal law. A nail salon, a private nail salon that is not subsidized by the government is technically not a public place or space. Someone else then said, hate this bee, but kicked out for cursing. If this lady doesn't own the place and no one else has a problem, then she shouldn't be kicked out, and let's not act like 13-year-olds don't. I hate that logic. They keep bringing up that child's age as if there's any relevance. Just because some 13-year-olds curse doesn't mean all of them curse. And just because a lot of them curse doesn't mean a parent who's with that 13-year-old wants somebody else cursing in front of their child. The same thing goes for smoking, drinking, twerking, toting guns, and any other adult recreation.
I believe all adults should at least show that respect to a child because of the fact that they don't really have that much in this world, let's say that. But I wouldn't smoke around a kid. I don't like drinking around children. I don't like doing shit when it comes to that. I feel like even on this social media thing, when it comes to that, the reason why I say I smoke these lavender cigarettes, it's because of the fact that I don't want to push a stigmatism, or I don't want to end up being a reason why someone pushed to do certain bad things. When I heard someone quit smoking in one of my comments, it was one of the most phenomenal things for me. I kept texting that person back and forth, and when they kept seeing my videos, I really felt that connection. And I hate the fact that I was off for a minute, but still, I feel like a lot of people should end up showing that respect, especially when you're a content creator. There's a lot of kids around here, you know, that most of your fucking viewers could be those potential children that you're saying here doing that fuck shit around.
Activity. I'm sure plenty of kids do the same thing, but that doesn't mean a parent who's out with their kid wants somebody else doing that in front of their kid. Like, it's like these people don't understand until they have their own kids. Mind you, I don't even have kids yet. I probably won't for the next decade or so, but even I can understand that very simple logic of not wanting to be around degenerate behavior while you're out on a spa day with your kid. Then this guy responded back by saying you're cursing, filming minors without a parent's and others' consent. Yeah, because even the nail tech was obviously annoyed. They also say you're being loud and having a full camera crew. Mind you, we didn't even see the person filming, like a whole camera crew in the shop. But yeah, they say having a full crew just watch you and be in everyone's way. The owners could easily kick her out unless she's gotten permission from the owner and consent of the customers to film them. But with that context, clearly this person doesn't care, and clearly Nina doesn't care. Like, I'm telling you, it's people like this who are gonna like make more rules for content creation. They're gonna force the hands of Twitch, YouTube, and Kick and all these other social media platforms to now start enforcing rules on all of us content creators that can limit our freedoms on what we can film because people like Nina can't behave. Literally, it happens all the time. All it takes is one content creator to fuck up, go too far, and now we're all being censored. Even if we do have the permission of other people around us to film, now all of a sudden we can't do any of it because Nina set the precedent. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. This came across my feed. I wanted to talk about it.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this Nina situation. Like I said, I feel like it's goofy. If you want to see this video uninterrupted, untalked over, check out Mori. I'll leave a link to this video in my description. I ain't even gonna lie, I feel tired of the type of shit that I've seen streamers do lately. But again, as an adult, you can't really sit here and stop other adults from living life. Only actions have consequences. So if y'all want to see more videos, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.